Sup folders. So in today's video I'm going to be covering football, just anything football, fantasy football, regular football, my playoff predictions, just power rankings as of week 14. If you like this video and you want me to cover more football, just like in general, like all over, folding stuff that I think about the NFL and certain players and certain teams and whatever you guys want to see, just make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so I know you guys want to see these types of videos. But first we're going to hit fantasy football and we're going to be talking about my season and just how it's going, and this is my first year. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video and let's head straight into it. As you see with my fantasy football team, it changes drastically from week 1 to week 16. I didn't record week 15, the first week of playoffs anyways. I folded one because I'm folding like that. Actually, I did record, but I didn't get the video out in time, so I'm just recording it now. It's coming out Thursday. These were my two teams. At the start of the year, I had Aaron Jones. I traded him away. Why did I trade him away? Because he was playing inconsistent, and then as I traded him away, he started playing great. So, of course. Anyways, I got players like Brock Purdy. There were some weeks I had Benjamin and Deontay Foreman and Jamal Williams at a time. And now we all resetted. I had J.K. Dobbins from the start, and then I dropped him, and then I picked him back up, and he's playing great. Isaiah Pacheco, T. Higgins I traded for. My team looks pretty folding good. I also got Tua off the folding waiver wire, which I think is a folding steal. I'm excited because my person that I'm playing has Jalen Hurts as their quarterback. So he's not playing, so they're putting in Trevor Lawrence. And it was Thursday Night Football. Thursday Night Football always folding sucks. So I'm hoping he doesn't have a crazy game. And I don't think he'll have a crazy game. Maybe a good game, but not crazy. Hopefully. I feel like I'm going to eat my words here and I'm going to suck. I went 8-6 because the team that I'm playing this week, I played twice before in the regular season. And I lost twice because I started the wrong defense. I'm not the brightest folding soul. Anyways, yeah, I'm pretty happy with where my team is now, and I think I could win it all, and I'm going to say that, and I'm going to lose next week, and I'm going to cry. I'll let you guys know if I win or lose on the community page, and if you're not looking at my community page for this channel, I'm posting polls and the community posts where I just put stuff that's happening in my life. But now, we're going to talk about my top teams that could make the Super Bowl. And here are my top 10 Super Bowl picks. Who I think is going to make it and who I think will not. I'm not really going to say who's not. I'm just going to say my top 10 picks who are. You get the point. Eagles, number 1. We're folding making the Super Bowl. I do think that. I really don't care what you guys fold and say. Sure, could we lose a stupid game and then get out of the Super Bowl? Sure, that's a very Philadelphia thing to do. That's just how it rolls. However, we're also that Fulton underdog team that Fulton plays fantastic and then gets Fulton underestimated. Very Fulton true thing that happens. Anyways, number 2 is probably the Niners. The Niners have a really good chance with Brock Purdy. They just Fulton look great. Number 3, we have the Bengals. And don't get pissed about the number. It's really like the top 5 are literally all the same. 3 is Bengals. 4, I have the Chiefs. 5, I have the Bills. And then it gets difficult. 6, we have the Vikings. But, well, I'll say 6 is the Cowboys. Cowboys, sure, always look good on paper and actually get a lot of wins in the regular season and then just die to teams like Tom Brady and the Bucs. They will lose in the first round to Tom Brady and the Bucs, and then we're going to have to fold and play Tom Brady, and it's going to be annoying. However, actually, we may not play Tom Brady, depending on who wins the games of the other playoff spots, but I feel like we're going to have to end up playing Tom Brady. If we lose to Tom Brady, I'm going to fold and cry. Anyways, yeah, Dallas is 6th, Vikings are 7th. Vikings really folding good, and they just came back from one of the biggest, literally the biggest comeback of all time. They folded and did it, which was insane. Number 8 is the Dolphins. I really don't know how to feel about Tua and the Dolphins. They look on top of the world, and then Tua doesn't have Waddle a little bit in a game, and then he plays awful. And then it's like, what is this team? But then Raheem Mostert pops off, and Hill pops off, and Tua pops off, and Waddle pops off, and they look full-blown insane, and they're just crazy, and they're a full-blown crazy team. And Tua was in the MVP race a while back. But I think he's just getting too elevated by his wide receivers. I think Hurts and Patrick Mahomes are just really folding good quarterbacks with great targets. And we can argue who's going to win it. I think Patrick Mahomes will win it just because Jalen Hurts is hurt now, and he won't be able to play out the rest of the season. Obviously, he'll play in the postseason, but like the votes are ended by then. So I think Hurts will not get MVP, and I'm going to be pissed. But it's fine because he's going to fold and bring back a folding Lombardi. So, yeah, this is where it gets iffy. I'm going to say Bucks at 9. Because Bucks, sure, they do not look great. However, we're talking about Super Bowl winners. If anyone you cannot count out for winning the Super Bowl, it's folding Tom Brady. As long as he's in the league, he's going to have a folding shot. Is he going to make it every year? Is he going to win every year? No. However, even with how bad they're playing, I still think they have a folding great shot because it's folding Tom Brady. And 10, I'm going to say Lions just to piss off all the Seahawks fans and Giants fans that I have in my friend group because fold them. They're probably not even going to make the playoffs. I literally think the Lions have a better chance of making the playoffs than both those teams, to be honest. Seahawks have hard matchups, and the Giants suck. So, yes, they are going to get a free win from the Eagles because we're going to be resting our starters last week. If you don't think that, I think you're insane that you think the Saints are going to beat us because most likely we're going to lose to Dallas. But we're probably going to have to play them in the playoffs anyways, and we're going to fold and dominate them because we're going to have Hurts, and they're going to have Dak, and Dak is folding overrated. Anyways, Lions, they look weird. They went 1-6, and then they continue to go 6-1 the next 6 weeks. What the fault happened? How the fault did they? How? Tell me how they folding brought it back. I don't know if it was a Jamal Williams folding speech that folding just got him like pumped. I don't know what it was, but holy faults, the Lions are on a rampage right now. So if I'm a team, I do not want to play the Lions. I think if the Eagles played the Lions again, we'd be okay. But still, they look hot, and I think they will be able to get the 7th spot in the NFC, which is insane. Anyways, do I think they're going to win the Super Bowl? No. But I do think that they have a better chance than the Giants and Seahawks. So, have fun with that. And, obviously, Washington. I don't think we had to even bring them up, to be honest with you. Anyways, that's the end of my top 10 teams that I think will make the Super Bowl. And now we're going to end it with my power rankings after Week 15. All right, here are my folding power rankings from 1 to 32. I just folded and hit myself in the face. Okay, here we go. I'll point some teams out. I'll start at the bottom and go up. Texans, trash. Colts have some potential with Jonathan Taylor and their receivers, and actually a decent quarterback with Matt Ryan. I don't know what the fold happened, but they fold and suck. Saints also fold and suck. I don't know. Chris Olave looks really good. They can't have a folding good quarterback all folding year. Alvin Kamara has been just like dying, and yeah, they suck. Cardinals folding flashes of folding like, oh my gosh, Kyler Murray and D-Hop, and folding Marquise Brown and folding Eno Benjamin those few weeks and James Conner, and then they're like, whoa, and they just fold and die. Anyways, back. Broncos, let's fold and ride. That's all I gotta say. Bears, actually I could probably put them up. I could probably put them up a little higher, to be honest with you. Actually, I'll do that real quick. We'll move the Steelers down. I don't care that they just fold on one, and I'll move the Panthers down. That's the best. It really doesn't fold and matter. There's this fold and low. They all fold and suck. I don't need to bring up the Rams and the Panthers. Dog. Absolute trash. Falcons. I don't really know how to talk about this team. They're like nothing. I literally haven't heard a thing about the Falcons the past like 9 weeks. To be honest with you, I just like they're nothing. Like I know Desmond Ritter. Desmond Ritter started last week. That's all I know. Anyways, Cleveland, they beat Ravens this week, but the Ravens are playing absolutely falling off of everyone. Packers, sure, Aaron Rodgers. That's basically it. Christian Watson's playing insane. Aaron Jones is still playing well, but the rest of their team is just like. Anyways, Raiders have looked really good with Devontae Adams and Josh Jacobs, and then they just die some weeks, and they just don't play good at all. And then Washington heats up sometimes, like gets a few weeks where they're just Fulton on fire. They were on fire when they were playing us, and they Fulton absolutely destroyed us. I still think if they faced Mass Dallas Goddard and it was never called and it was a 2-point game at that point, I still think we would have won that game, but it's a whatever. Bucks, Tom Brady, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans is Rashad White looks insane. That defense, I don't really know what's happening. They kind of are just playing mediocre. Patriots defense looks crazy. Their offense, I cannot say so much. Jets, same kind of thing. Their offense looks pretty good with Mike White not fumbling Zach Wilson. Get that. Dude, I saw his haircut when he took off his Fulton helmet that one time. Oh my gosh, we don't talk about him. Trevor Lawrence and the Jags are surprisingly up here. I don't know what the falls they're on, but they're playing great. Same thing with the Lions. Their offense is insane. Their defense sucks. But the Jags, Trevor Lawrence, Christian Kirk, Zay Jones, they're looking great. They're both pretty good teams. Giants, I don't really know. I could, to be honest, I'm not going to drop them that low, but they just are not playing good at all. They beat Washington. But yeah, they're just not playing great at all. They're just playing mediocre. If they make the playoffs, they're really lucky. Then Ravens, they're still a really good team, but they're so hurt by injuries. I could probably drop them way lower. But I'm going to leave them there out of respect. If they play one more bad week, I'm dropping them out. If Mark Andrews drops 3 points in fantasy and I Fulton lose because of that, I'm going to be pissed. Anyways, Seahawks look really good. But I don't even know if they're going to make the playoffs because they play really hard teams. I know they play the Chiefs. I don't know who else they play. But they look rough. They lost to Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy's playing great, but they're just... I don't know what it is. They're playing good. Geno's playing good. DK's playing good. Kenneth Walker got hurt, and now he's playing still pretty good, but, And then Ty Lockett's also playing great. So I don't really know. Their defense really sucks, especially their run defense. Anyways, we're going to move up into the top 10. We have the Titans. Derrick Henry. Treylon Burks was playing great. And I don't really know how to feel about this team. Same with the Chargers. Chargers are playing great. Hopefully they can sneak in the playoffs. Chargers are one of the most entertaining bad teams I've ever seen. And they're not even bad. They just cannot make the playoffs. Like last year, it was either the Steelers or the Raiders or the Fulton Chargers making the playoffs. And the Chargers got kicked out because they couldn't clutch up. And I was like they're just not Fulton clutch. Anyways, here are the top 8 teams that are just Fulton crazy. I don't think I have to say much about these teams because they're just insane. Tua, Tyreek Hill, Raheem Mostert, Jalen Waddle, crazy. Micah Parsons, Fulton, that whole defense. Dak, okay, good, fine. CeeDee Lamb's playing crazy. Zeke and Pollard are playing insane. You love to see that. No, I don't. But as a Dallas fan, you love to see that. Vikings play up Fulton here like they are Fulton sky high. They Fulton dominate teams, and then they play all the way down here. It was 40-3 when Dallas played them. See, I don't know. Anyways, top 5 Bills, crazy. Josh Allen, Diggs, that whole team's Fulton insane. I don't think I have to really say much. Chiefs also playing crazy. Are losing some pretty bad games or making games close, which they definitely should not be. Too many of them. Because so are we, but we're winning a lot of those games, most of those games except for Washington, and that's because Washington was heating up. We didn't get that face mask call, and we just played Fulton sloppy. I'm not gonna act like we didn't play sloppy that game. We played absolute garbage. We didn't get momentum off that face mask call. I want to see if they called it, if we would have still won, but because I think we definitely could have. Not by much. We weren't gonna start dominating towards the end, but maybe by 3 or by 1 or something like that. Because that was a rough call. And but yeah, that was I'm fine with that loss. I'm okay with that loss. Anyways, Bengals, Joe Burrow, T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, Joe Mixon. That whole Fulton team's crazy. Niners. There's so many Fulton pieces. I think it's a waste of my time trying to list them all. Led by this rookie, Mr. Irrelevant Brock Purdy. That was Fulton crazy. it's still full-blown crazy to me that it's full-blown happening, that he just beat the Seahawks, and they're still playing great. It's crazy. They've lost Trey Lance, and then Jimmy Garoppolo, and now they get to play with Brock Purdy, and he's kind of hurt, and he's still playing, which he's got the full-blown dog in him. He won me last week in fantasy, so that's full-blown great. And then Eagles. Enough said. We have the MVP. Great offense, great offensive line, great tight end, great full-blown receivers, great full-blown running backs, full-blown insane defense. I just can't ask for a better full-blown team. I think this is one of the best teams we've ever had, if not the best team we've ever had. And I'm going to say this, and we're going to lose against Dallas next week, and I'm going to be very upset. Because you cannot throw a mediocre, just good. Full-blown Gardner Minshew could probably start on like maybe 3 or 4 teams, which is pretty full-blown good as a full-blown backup. But he's just, I don't think with the way our offense is designed that he can run it like we usually do. If we beat Dallas, and if we beat Dallas, it's gonna be because Dallas is playing full-blown awful. Because there's no way Dallas plays good and also we play good. There's no way. Dallas has to play awful and our defense has to play crazy. That's the only way we beat Dallas. Anyways, that's the end of the video. These are the end of my power rankings. I hope you guys enjoyed and have a fantastic day. And if you cannot have a fantastic day today, have a fantastic day tomorrow. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya!